Welcome to the live recording as promised. StreamSet, Spark, Python and Solr. In this illustration I've just changed what we are going to be looking at, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to stream live Twitter feeds from my favorite football club, Arsenal. The initial intent was to do sentiment analysis on an incident that had happened in Johannesburg. But I think what we're going to show today is how we can use social data to do any sort of targeted recommendations, sentiment analysis. So this is mainly for anyone who has maybe, let's say, a product that they want to assess what the market feel for their product is. So without wasting much of your time, I think let's just go straight into, probably I'll start with what the intended final output is. So as you can see from my screen, the final output that I am going for is a dashboard that shows us in terms of what's happening real time. So for now my source is just Twitter. What we want to be able to do is to have a histogram which shows the count of our tweets over time. We've got the ability to change the time frame from 5, 15, an hour, 6 hour. So use cases will probably be different, but so this is what we're going to be using. And then on the top, on the bottom left corner, I've got the sources. So I want to be able to split the information that's coming through by the sort of the phones that or the devices that are being used by my users. I also want to be able to grab the top screen names of the users that are commenting or tweeting or writing about my particular favorite topic right now, which is Arsenal. The top tweets, the original tweets. So this basically just gives us an overview. I think when we're in the live dashboard, you will see exactly what those elements are. And then we also have the ability to plot the same on a map. So my architecture, basically, like I explained before, is I'm using StreamSet for my streaming, and then I'm doing a bit of transformations in there using StreamSet itself, Python. I think in the next coming videos we're gonna go into the Spark for the sentiment analysis, but I think as a first step, let's just go through what we have for now. And then once we have transformed the data, I'm writing it into Solr, where I have a collection that is already been defined for my tweets, and it indexes this in real time. So I'm not writing to any sort of database. This is happening on the fly, real time, and as my data comes in, it's indexed and it's available for me in the dashboard. So when I log into my machine, I'm using a virtual machine for now. So it's a single node cluster, which is map-R. So for my map-R, I start my service SDC, which is StreamSet, with my root user, and then I also start Solr in a cloud version, and then from there I create my tweets collection. So this is where I'm going to be writing my data to. So there is a lot of configuration that I've gone through to create this setup, but I think in the blog I'm gonna detail each and every step that we have gone through to get us sort of to this level. So I'm gonna go straight into the views. So this is what I have now on my StreamSet. So as you can see, it's been up for about 33 minutes. So by just merely looking at it, I can see how many records have gone into my input and output, how many have errored. I can also see in terms of performance of the record throughput as well. So this I think helps, because sometimes when you're doing big data, you just don't want to blindly be recording stuff, but you're not aware of how many records are coming through, where you're having issues, and what could be going on in terms of your throughput. So the same as well is bashed in this way, where you've got a detail of your runtime statistics, your batch processing timers, the stage of the batch processing timers, everything as we have there. So this is based on my splits, and where I think I can actually see where most of my time is being spent in terms of my throughput. So I think this will become very important when you start looking at latency, depending on what kind of system you are developing your streams for. So I'm not going to stop it for now. I'm just going to go straight and show you exactly where the data is going. So this is in Solr. In Solr, I can show you where my collections are. If I just go to tweets, I've got the ability to query every data, every sort of detail that is in there. So like I said before, this is where I'm indexing my data in real time. So I'm grabbing just the time created, original poster, screen name, language, source, ID, text. So this text we're gonna use, I think, in a later version to actually derive the sentiment from there and be able to plot the same real time as well. So once I've done this, I'm plotting this data on my dashboard, which I'm running from Banana, which is more of a forked version of Kibana, if we all know what Kibana is. So this is all based on open source technology. I'm getting real-time feeds of exactly what's happening on Twitter based on my targeted search without having to pay for any of these services. And for now, like I said before, I'm using a virtual machine. So I'm on my dashboard now. I can see what's happening at the moment. So you can see my time says 7:39. I'm in Johannesburg. So as the time clicks, the histogram will move over time. So like I said before, I've got the ability to actually go and change and say, no, show me the same view based on an hour. So if I do that, it will change all the layout, or it will change my layout, and you can now see on sort of a time scale, which is an hour. But I think for now I'm going to stick to the 15-minute one. Like I said before, I'm able to see where most of my users are coming from, Android, iPhone. So typically I know there are some retail organizations that might benefit from things like this. If for instance you are a mall or a big sort of establishment that offers, let's say, Wi-Fi access to your users, you are able to in real time grab sort of the devices that your users are using. You're also able to grab information like what sort of information are they searching for, and therefore be able to target each individual device by a specific advert. But for now, I think let's keep it simple as this is. So I know Arsenal recently lost, and a lot of people are not happy, and there's a lot of complaints. So from there, I'm able to pick up exactly who is talking more about Arsenal, and I'm able to get the people that have the most tweets. So from here I can see this handle MHR00722 has got 9 tweets that they have sent. So already if I'm let's say in the customer services field, I want to be able to see, so who is this person, what sort of clout do they have, what are they complaining or talking about, what are they complimenting us about. And in real time I am able to respond to my users rather than waiting for things to escalate and then try and respond to that. So I've also got a table here which shows me exactly what the users are saying as well. So I've got a result set. So I think in the next versions we're gonna be taking it this a level deeper, where we're looking at the sentiments, and then we're looking at the clout of the users, so we are able to put a weight on each sort of tweet that we get. And then we're gonna mix this with Facebook, and then I think in the other phase we're also gonna go to streaming database transactions, because this is one of the areas where I think most of businesses right now, they're saying, I don't want to wait to know about a particular result a day later after an ETL has run for the whole night. I want to be able to grab and know what's happening on the shop floor in real time. So next time we're going to be talking about that. But please, I'm gonna put up a blog, and then I'll put the link in the YouTube on the YouTube link as well in the description, where I'm going to detail the setup that I've gone through for all of this. Otherwise, thank you. I look forward to most of your comments. Please feel free to write to me.